Hi, Calaveras County. Morgan Gache here with the Calaveras Chamber of Commerce. And it's a privilege and an honor to be sitting here with the mayor of Angels Camp, Joe Oliveira. Joe, thank you so much for joining me.
Nice to see you, Morgan.
You're a 20-year resident of Calaveras County.
That's right.
So you're still a little bit of a newbie. I
am.
understand anything under 50 is probably considered newish.
I think that's true.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today in the conversation.
Sure.
And, obviously our sentiment over the past 8 months, really, probably less than that, I guess we're about 6 months of COVID-19 here, that's really been an impact to a lot of our businesses. And looking directly at Angels Camp, can you talk a little bit about the impact that COVID-19, the pandemic overall, has had on your city and specifically to your businesses?
Sure. I mean, unfortunately, it's been really hard on small businesses, and a lot of what's gone on is just completely beyond our control. We're at the mercy of state regulations, and I think people are trying to do the right thing. But we've made an attempt to reach out and stay in constant communication with the businesses here. We've got a great organization in Destination Angels Camp. We've got a great organization in the Visitors Bureau. And we've got a business association in this town that's remarkable and comes together on a regular basis and puts things in motion. So, we're just kind of struggling through and trying to comply with everything that comes our way.
Well, I have to say that it was a privilege partnering with Debbie Ponte from Destination Angels Camp and also the county through economic development and also through the public health department, because we did an Unpacking the Resilience Roadmap series. And it was essentially helping businesses through every step of what reopening looks like, which, as you said, was quite different over the course of time. And even now, as we speak, I think today was just a new release of more information. And so ever changing.
Yep.
How has your community here in Angels Camp really worked to come together and support each other through COVID-19?
Well, luckily the city's got a great organization with really strong managers, and as I said earlier, the safety protocols and things that are required, we've done our best to make sure they're installed, and we've done a lot to make sure City Hall's available. And as I mentioned earlier, Destination Angels Camp and to some degree Debbie personally and Melissa have been out making personal contact, trying to stay in communication, and I think they've just done a great job with it. We got great people here.
The economic backlash for COVID-19 obviously is impacting not just locally here, it's federal, it's state, it's really everyone. What is the plan moving forward, and what do businesses really have to expect over the coming 6 to 12 months in Angels Camp?
Well, I didn't bring my crystal ball, so I don't know about 6 to 12 months, but I can tell you that, coming out of the recession in '08, the city was in a tough spot, and just really working hard to dig out and try to prevent deficit spending. In 2017, Melissa brought in a professional group to help us see the way out of deficit spending. And in the 18-19 budget, we began with a reserve policy and some really conservative approaches to the way we run the business. And in turn, that set the stage to kind of mitigate the damages, at least through the first 6 to 8 months here, with respect to the overall impact on city operations and cash flow. So we're not in as bad a shape as maybe some other towns because of that conservative approach and their building of those reserves beginning in 18-19. So we're in pretty good shape there. Nobody can know how quick the economy is going to rebound. It's just going to be really dependent on vaccine and the rules of the road as we understand this, going forward. So, I know it's tough, but that's all I can say about it at the moment.
Well, there is definitely a huge sense of dealing with ambiguity in all of 2020 that we've experienced, so that's understandable. What is it that you'd like to convey to the business community? Obviously, Chamber of Commerce, we are looking towards the businesses, large, small, everything in between here in Calaveras County, but what would you like to convey to our business community here?
Just that we're doing everything we can in the background to facilitate, you know, a sooner rather than later reopening of things. But again, we've been dependent on, you know, activity that comes from the state and the feds too. It comes from the state and the federal government. So, but I would just say continue to hold your head up and, you know, hang in there. Understand that Destination Angels Camp is there to help. The Visitors Bureau is there to help. City Hall's doors are open, and we'll do the best we can to facilitate anything you need.
That's great.
Okay.
Mayor Oliveira, thank you so much for joining me.
All righty.